Hello and welcome to another creator commentary. This time I'm going to be talking about the Aliens Artbook, which was published by Titan Books and released by Printed in Blood. This is my fifth collaboration with Printed in Blood. I have appeared in several of their movie-themed art books, and this one was a really fun one to be a part of. It was to commemorate, I think, the 35th anniversary of James Cameron's alien sci-fi epic Aliens, the sequel to the Ridley Scott film. This is my first time submitting a piece digitally. A lot of the other pieces that I worked on for the Printed in Blood books have all been hand-drawn traditionally, then colored in Photoshop. This was done entirely in Procreate, and it was a really good excuse to test out the program and play around with texture brushes. So as you can see here, as I'm starting to ink the eggs, I'm playing a lot with different types of overlays to really get a kind of a grimy and slimy texture on those eggs. This was a book where I knew a lot of different artists were going to be drawing really scary and sort of intense and like badass looking pieces for this book, and I went the other way. I wanted to do something kind of lighthearted and kind of goofy and almost a parody, and I wanted to do a piece on Hudson, played by the late great Bill Paxton, one of the greatest character actors of our time. He has the really good line in the movie where he says, "Game over, man, game over." And I thought, you know what, let's draw Hicks and a xenomorph playing some kind of retro video game and losing. And that was really the inspiration for the piece. Was I just wanted to make something that wasn't too dark or scary, or that sort of amplifies, the atmosphere of that movie. I just wanted to do something completely different, and I had a lot of fun with this. I was playing around a lot with texture brushes, as I mentioned before, and I think, again, this is one of the earliest projects that I was using my iPad for, and Procreate, and really playing around with that program's power and capability, and like learning how to use all of its functions. And so it was a lot of trial and error. You can see me like shifting and moving things around, which, truthfully is very it's so freeing, and you're able to edit at a rapid pace, whereas if I was going to draw this thing traditionally, I probably would have had to keep the pencils a lot tighter than you see here. Like you see, it's very loose. There's a lot of like gesture and really playing around with just shape and like just blocking and moving and shifting and making sure that the composition is good. And this was seriously one of the funnest parts of working on this project digitally, was inking the xenomorph and trying to find the right brush and playing around with ink fills and just trying to add a lot of texture to the xenomorph, whereas Hicks was very flat, even though I did add a lot of pattern and sort of hatching to him standing next to this giant alien that's mostly all black. That was so fun to ink, and doing it in a digital program, in a digital space, was also very freeing, because I can erase and I can try different things. And then when it came time to color it, I kept it as simple as possible. I think I used maybe 2 or 3 tones, but I was really just kind of playing around with that marine blue that they have in the movie, because the film seems very blue, so I wanted to stick with that. And again, it was just a lot of playing around and trying to figure out what worked best. And I kept it real simple. I kept the idea real simple. I just wanted to make something really fun and pay tribute to the great Bill Paxton with this piece. And it was also a chance for me to really learn Procreate. Coincidentally, this being the 5th collaboration with Printed in Blood, this is the first piece of mine to have a full-blown page, and it was really cool to see. And the book is out now. You can actually purchase it through Amazon or through Printed in Blood shop, I believe, or you can find it wherever these types of books are sold, like Barnes & Noble. Comic shops probably carry this too. And I hope you enjoyed this creator commentary and watching this creative space and listening to my thought process on making this. And yeah, I had a really good time with it, and you can see me playing around with the text there. But yeah, it's pretty much wrapped up. Here's the ink version, which, you know, you can really see all those little textures and everything. And it looks really cool in black and white, I think. And then here is the color version, nice and up close. I really like that font. I really made sure to get the gap in his teeth as well. And then here's what the cover looks like for the book. Very nice cover. And then here's my page in the book. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you on the next.